are live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 40 here, and we are joined by the current reigning and defending Bree Combination Wrestling Women's Champion, one half of the longest reigning WSU Tag Team Champions. Respectfully, though, Ruthless LaLa. How's it
What's
going,
going on, man?
Auntie?
Man, I gave my word that I would maintain somewhat of my anger, so I'm doing my best. I've been enjoying my tour, but I can't lie and say that this whole bullshit, excuse my language, that I have going on with my nephew is aggravating the shit out of me. So
No, definitely. We'll get into a little bit of that later on. Hopefully, we could respectfully talk about it in a nicer manner. But we'll definitely get into it in a little bit. But before we get into everything, again, the show is called Respect the Craft. So I have to ask you, when you hear that term, the craft, what does that mean to you?
respect the craft, it means a lot because I'm a huge fan of respect, because you have to have this respect because you trust your life with people who you don't hang out with on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? And like, if this person decides to come in and not be respectful and can't leave the personal at the door, they're not respecting the craft. You feel me? Like, you have to respect the craft, because there's a lot of people like, oh, the craft doesn't work. The craft works. It's just you're not trying to put in that effort to make it work. You get what I'm saying? So respect the craft is a big thing. It's like, it's the same thing as if you walk into a building and you're showing up to wrestle. You feel me? You're gonna shake everybody's hand before you get to the locker room. That's respect. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no ifs, ands. Well, my back was hurting. Well, stop being a pussy. Like, there's, give the respect. And if you're not trying to be respectful, then get out. Respectfully.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Respectfully.
there you go. Here we go. We already got people in the comments right here. We got Chris Barton saying Lala right there. We got
What
Matt
up,
Awesome. We got Matt Awesome showing that love and the respect for Lala here.
Matt?
There we go. There we go. But no, definitely, again, that's why, again, I wanted to start this podcast, add this respect to, again, a craft and an art that we all love. And again, a lot of us are putting those bodies on the line and doing, again, the stress that it is in this business. So again, showing the respect is something that all of us love. But let's get into it here. So again, there was a big reason why I wanted to have you on, because I've said it in other podcasts as well. Even the last one we did for the preview for Titan, talking about you are definitely someone that I see that truly respects this craft, have this passion for this craft. And again, it's been a stressful ride for you as well. Because again, it hasn't been hidden, again, sadly, with health issues going on and everything like that. The business is almost, it's that give and take of almost getting it taken away from you. So can you talk to us a little bit about that? How was that, like, being able to now be in it again and again, now a champion as well? How has that road been for you to be able to stay in this craft that you love?
I'm honestly, I'm at the point now to where I literally have no words. I said that, if I was able to come back to professional wrestling, that, 90% of my bookings that I wanted to be on the East Coast, because that's somewhere, the East Coast and the West Coast are the places that I haven't really wrestled, that I really wanted to wrestle, because half of my wrestling family is up here. People that, have supported and been there for me is here. So, dealing with HS, for a lot of people who don't know, the long term for it is hidradenitis suppurativa. If you go on Google and type in what is HS, you'll see exactly what it is. We was like really touch and go a couple of times. Nothing is more scary than like your body eating away at itself, and you can't really control what's going on, and like they're giving you a lot of unnecessary medications that's supposed to help, but it's doing more damage than anything. I was in a really bad mental place, very bad. I'm not afraid to talk about it. Hell, even suicidal. Like, the pain alone was so much, and it was a lot to try to deal with. And then I had people constantly around, oh, you're going to be fine. But nobody was really understanding the pain that I was going through. You just wanted to say, oh, well, it's going to get better. And, I understand. No, you don't understand. Waking up every day in pain, chronic pain to even begin with, that's on a whole different level. And I got a lot of people that I can't stand and I'm blocked for a reason, but I won't even wish that upon them. You feel me? Like, this is something that I wouldn't wish upon nobody, because it's not fun, man. I haven't got used to it. I've been dealing with it for over 16 years. I'm still not gonna get used to it, so I finally just got to the point where I said, fuck it. And I kind of took myself off of 2 of the medications that was really kind of keeping me immobilized. And I just started trying to, slowly get back into the groove of everything. And I knew that once I said, hey, I'm going to make this announcement that I'm going to be in New York for a month, hopefully, we can get some shit popping. And I didn't really think it was going to go as crazy as it did. And now, since April 21st, I've been in New York, traveling around, knocking off heads for the culture, respectfully though. So it's still been overwhelming. I can't lie and say that I haven't, went to the side and cried, because, this was something that I didn't think that I would be able to return to. And so to honestly be able to return and just to get back to doing what I love, it's an amazing thing. So I'm very blessed to be able to come back and pick up where I left off at, sort of say.
No, got you. And no, definitely. I have to give you your flowers for being able to do this. And again, come back to something that, again, it's not we can be real with it. It's not the easiest on your body either. So you're already going through sadly what you're going through. And then you're going to something that, again, you're putting your body on the line. That ring doesn't, it's not a pillow. It's not ballet like they say.
The ring's an asshole. The ring's a straight asshole. Just
yeah. So again, I commend you and definitely get respect what you do and wanting to have that passion to come back into it. And again, I said it with our good friend Rob from the Bod Culture podcast, and I talked about, to me, there's a reason why when you held that championship and you're holding that championship now, there's another hunger there. There's another passion, because again, this was all almost taken away from you. It literally was. And again, you're a veteran of close to now 2 decades in this business. It's like it's nothing that, again, no one's going to be able to match that hunger that you bring to that ring. So again, I'm glad to be able to talk to you.
Thank you.
But let's get into that. Let's talk about that night. Again, it was Queen of the North, Bree Combination Wrestling put it together here. A night filled with fantastic women's wrestling. A night filled with wrestling that was, again, great to see. And you earned the opportunity here to face the women's champion, Vanity. For you going into that, how did that feel? Again, you've been at Bree Combination Wrestling before. You even faced one of my good friends, Anthony Gangone, in a doors match, which you put my friend through a door. So I'm not too happy about that, but I'll still show respect if you want to.
Hey, you signed up for it. Equal rights, equal fights. I'm always for it. You know what I mean? That's my thing. I like to do the the knock knock. The good old open the good old door of opportunities. Sort of say. Ever since I've been with Bree Combination Wrestling, they always been A1 with me. You feel me? They've gave me nothing but mad love and respect. So to be welcomed back, it was amazing. But then at the same time, it was frustrating. It was aggravating, because here I am returning, and my opponent could give 2 shits. Nothing was being taken serious. And if anybody knows me, they know that I hate when I'm not taken serious. Like, this is wrestling. This is nothing to play with, because as easily as you woke up, you can die in the middle of that ring. So the fact that I'm doing all this stuff and the champion could care less, and all that they cared about was their Patreon account, it was a lot of anger. It was a lot of frustration. It was I didn't want to talk anymore. I just want to show up, beat your ass, get the belt, and send you on your way. So, and honestly, that's literally what happened. Equal rights, equal fights. That's exactly what you told me it'd be. Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. My thing is, here's it is. when it comes to intergender wrestling, if you're not ready to deal with what comes along with that, stay your ass out. That goes for man or woman, because I don't care who you are. You get in the ring with me, I'm gonna whoop your ass. We could be best friends, we could be family. It don't matter. Like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then after we can go, have a couple of drinks, smoke a couple of blunts, hang out about, and talk about how I fucked you up, and now you don't learn the lesson. You feel me? And then we just, go on our merry way. You know what I mean? So, to really return, it was great. And it's like, I really hate to bring it up because it actually happened, but I didn't really know what to expect. And a lot of people showed up to show me mad love. One was Gabby, Theo, Bay Grills, and their significant other, and my nephew Isaiah, Isaiah Wolf, and my other nephew Boone Hardy. So to see my family pop up and come and show me mad love, it was something that I wasn't expecting, but it was something that made me ever so happy. Oh, and Mr. I Am Tazawa, he also showed up. And I just lost my shit, man. Like, after the match, I was pretty much so on a high, I was just kind of stuck. And I was just like, wow. Yeah, you still got it, bro. Like, we still got some ways to go, but hey, we got this. You feel me? Like, this is still what we do. So it felt really great. I'm still there's still a lot of emotions that go into that day, even up until now. And honestly, I will just forever be appreciative.
Awesome. No, that was an amazing moment to see. But also, let's talk about this picture, because again, this speaks volumes as well. Getting to see what it was captioned perfectly, the new faces now of BCW, with again yourself right there as the new women's champion, and then
Yep.
Marina Shafir as the new Brie combination heavyweight champion.
That's my co-worker.
So how did that feel for you? Again, that picture, I can imagine, again, you're all smiles right there. So again, you can't even, you're living in the moment right there, enjoying
because,
it.
like, me and Marina was like looking at each other, and she was like, "Don't smile." I said, "Don't you smile." And we're trying not to smile, but we're like, in the process of us trying not to smile, we're about to smile anyways. It was great. Marina's match with Darius was by far poetry in motion. She definitely earned that. And honestly, to call her coworker and homie G Slice Skillet, because that's what I call all my friends, it's a good thing, because Marina is an amazing person. She's an amazing individual. She's a sweetheart, but she's a problem. You feel me? So as long as you stay on her sweetheart side and don't get on her problem side, you should be good. You should be good.
Which I was gonna ask too. Again, now that she's breaking that barrier as well, the championship now, it also is for any division. Is your eye set on that? I can imagine you want the top prize as well in BCW. Or are you trying to make just that? That's it. The women's championship will be that top prize.
No, I mean, I said it at Brie Combinations anniversary show before I even had to go. When I ran in and I beat the shit out of Riley and Vanity. I'm gonna hold every belt.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the longest reigning BCW Women's Champion. I'm gonna be the most undefeated, undisputed BCW Women's Champion. I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna win the Grand Dragon Championship, and then I'm gonna probably call somebody who I can trust, and then we're gonna get the Tag Team Championships, and then after I get the Tag Team Championships, then me and Miss Marina will have to have a conversation. You feel me? That's just what it is. And it's not personal; it's business. So
there you go. Again, Auntie trying to be a Grand Slam champion there. That's all it takes. But again, let's talk about your title run right now. Like you said, this month has been on fire right now because you've already defended the championship. You've held it. You're already defending. Let's talk about this matchup here. It was at Titan Championship Wrestling. You got to be a part of the great event that was Blunt Force Trauma. How was this for you? Again, a locker room filled with amazing talent. I know. Also, shout out to Theo Mack. Happy birthday to Mac. He talked about how amazing this match was. Talk us through this one here with Luscious Latasha.
So like, shout out to Monster Mac. Shout out to Hunter Drake, Jackson Drake, Kobe Carino. Those are three guys who, you know, I've known for years and years, and I haven't seen all three of them in like about 4 or 5 years. So it was like a massive reunion, and to just seeing how much they've grown and progressed, like I was a very proud auntie that night. Um, I didn't know what to take of my match. All I know is after she said that she wasn't impressed with my career, I know I had to beat the bitch respectfully. You know, um, once again, it's the disrespect for me. You feel me? Um, and I had to show her what I was calling is what that Larry do. You know, she wanted to play, she wanted to dance. You know, there's no dancing in wrestling. You know what I mean? I came in, I knocked her head off. The wig stayed intact, thank God. Um, and hey, you know, she lives to swing her wig another day. You know, so honestly, she should be thanking me. You know what I mean? Respectfully though.
There you
It
go.
was
And
a
again,
it was a better match. She gave. I'll say this. She gave me a better run for my money than Vanity.
oof. Okay. There you go. But again, I think that's what you want though when you're facing challenges, especially when you're defending the championship. You want the best that can be thrown at you. So I can imagine that's what you want from your competition.
That's the only way to get better. I
Yeah.
can't get better constantly facing the same people over and over and over again. That's just not how it happens. You know, so I have to go and wrestle the best of the best in order to be pushed to that limit. You know what I mean? So
There you go. So is that what leads to this? Because we have to talk about it. I know that's a reason a lot of people are here. A lot of I can imagine one of my bros is listening to this because he wants to know what all this became. Another guest of the podcast before, Isaiah Wolf. What started that beef? Let's get into it. Because again, I got this picture right here. You guys are peaceful. Everyone's showing love, prolific, also former guest of the podcast. What happened here? Is it that spirit of competition that is sparking again this tension here? Because again, everyone's trying to be family here, and then this just kind of got out of hand.
he just don't
Especially,
know how to. He just don't know how to watch his fucking mouth. Like I don't have a reason to not give people their flowers, you know, or as I say, as far as when it comes to men, to give them they fit the hen, you know what I'm saying? Give them they henny. You know what I mean? Like not all dudes like flowers. So, you know, hey, I gotta give my dudes their henny. You feel me? So Isaiah Wolf, Tyree, um, B, like these are all my nephews. You feel me? I love them to death. We're family. Out of all three of them, the person that I'm literally the most close to is Isaiah, because throughout the hard times when I was out of wrestling for a whole year and a half, and I can truthfully say that even before then, leading up to then, you know, Isaiah's always had my back. He's always been there for me. You know, I love him to death. Nothing but respect. You feel me? I've watched him develop into like what he is now, and now that he's getting everywhere, like I love it. You know, like this man deserves to be everywhere because he has that it factor. So when I came back, I knew that if there was anybody that was going to take me to my limits and then some, on top of the people that I'd already called out, it was going to be my own nephew. Because, you know, even though I called out Jordan and I called out Masha Slamovich and I called out Il O'Neill and I called out Mercedes Martinez, Isaiah Wolf knows me in and out. So he knows what I'm capable of, what I'm not capable of, and he's going to make me work. You feel me? And it's not going to be the, oh, because you're auntie, I'm going to take it easy on you. No, he going to give me the smoke. And that was the reason. Like, this was all about honor. You know what I'm saying? Getting the honor of finally getting in the ring with my nephew and literally wrestling auntie versus wrestling nephew. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up the church's money. But then every time I asked, hey, when can I get a match? It was always a laughing matter. And it was like, oh, I don't know if you want this, because, you better ask Masha, you better ask Riley, you better ask JC Storm, you better ask Tasha Steele, you better ask Swole. There's all these people that I need to ask, but I don't just want to ask nobody. I asked you for a match, and yet it's not being taken seriously. And I constantly did this privately. And every time I try to have a conversation with him privately, it's a laughing matter. So, okay, then fine. Let's bring it to the table. Shoot your shot. I made it public. Give me the fucking smoke. And if it's so funny to you, if I slap the shit out of you, is it still funny? No, it wasn't funny. And then here comes the response of people don't give a fuck about me. These fans don't care. Nobody's gonna check on me when he breaks my jaw. Nobody's gonna check on me and see if I can still defend my belt. Where did all this shit come from? I told you a match. And now you're talking about breaking my jaw. You're talking about hurting and healing me like I'm a goddamn pet that you go and adopt and nurse back to health. I'm not a fucking nano pet. Okay? I know I'm showing my age right now, but I'm not a pet. You feel me? I'm not a thing. I'm a fucking god. You're giving me the respect, the same respect that I give you, and then to add the insult and injury, this motherfucker had the audacity to call me by my government name. Anybody who knows me know. If you know my government name, I have no problem with you knowing my government name. You feel me? When it comes to wrestling, keep my shit out your mouth. If you see me at a wrestling show, I'm Ruthless LaLa. I'm at a merch table, I'm Ruthless LaLa. Outside of there, if you know me that well, you can call me Tiny. He knows me that well. He has that pack. That's why he did the shit. So when I see him and I slap the shit out of him, it's going to be a whole different subject. Because I'm not in Texas now. You feel me? I'm not having this conversation with you in Texas. I am in his hometown. I'm in New York, son. Pull-up season is real. And this is a game to you. It's a oh, well, these people are going to get you beat up. And these people are pumping you up thinking that you have a fighting chance, because I do. I'm going to knock his fucking head off. Like, this is no long term. After I whoop his ass, I'm done. No, this is a chastisement. This is all this is. This is a chastisement. And after I beat his ass, we're going to go back to our regular scheduled program. This is no, I'm trying to have beef for years and centuries. No, you disrespected me, and everybody knows how family is. You get disrespected, you handle it on site. We catching it. And that's what we're doing. And right now, he thinks it's funny. He thinks it's a game. Kiki. Everything is comically hilarious to him. And like I said, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Because I know you're going to watch this. So if you're looking, I want you to keep that same fucking energy you had when you called me by my government name. Because when I see you, I'm going to slap the taste out your mouth. I hope you're listening, Wolf. And I appreciate my other nephews staying out of it and just letting, because this has nothing to do with the other members of Prolific. You feel me? Like, it has nothing to do with them. This literally is between me and Wolf. Nobody else. I mean, now I got to beat the shit out of PJ Savage because he won't mind his business and drink his water. But this is still just between me and Wolf. But now everybody else want to say stuff, and I'm not, like, this is overly irritating me. You feel me? Like this is no, I'm pissed. Massively pissed. So somebody who knows me, who know how I am, who knows that I don't like to be made fun of. I don't like to be even joked with the laughing matter, and you give me all this disrespect, and now you come to me more disrespect, and you feel like you have every right, and you keep talking to me like I'm a child. I'm older than you. Respect your elders. And this is another thing. I don't have to say what I did in this business. It shows what I've done in this business. People who I ain't never met knows exactly who I am. So I don't have to go around and talk about the things that I've done. I don't have to go around saying how much I've been in this business. I don't have to go around saying the people that I've wrestled, because my name and my actions alone for themselves speaks volumes. And it's going to speak more volumes when I put my foot up your ass. Respectfully, though. Respectfully.
There you go. Now, I want to say this, though. Again, I can imagine Isaiah Wolf has his reasons, but I feel like he's playing those mind games because, again, he knows you. You're onto you. He knows those buttons to push, and I feel like that's why he's doing it on purpose.
But
I feel like he wants this rage to come out of you. He wants to play those mind games.
He thinks he wants this. This is I'm gonna break it down for people that are watching. Like somebody tag him, please. So like make sure he can understand this. You ever had that moment to when you did something wrong and you didn't get a whooping and you was like, oh man, what's going on? And so you just kept doing shit and you didn't get a whooping and you just kept letting it stack until finally you end up getting like this massive ass whooping. Your mom and all that shit. That's what's about to happen to Wolf. You just been talking, and you've been talking, and you've been talking. There's not enough money to be raised in a GoFundMe to pay for the medical bills after you fucked me up. Are you serious? You like he really forgot who the fuck he's talking to. So like I said, this is not gonna. This is let me say this. When this happens, this is not going to be a wrestling match. This is going to be a chastisement of the centuries. This is going to be me putting my foot in his ass. This is going to be me beating him like a red-headed stepchild. That's what this is going to be like. And the more people keep pumping him up, oh man, I told you, y'all better leave him alone. Y'all better leave. I know who Isaiah Wolf is. I know the layers and the levels of who Isaiah Wolf is. I do my homework. But apparently, you haven't done your homework on who I am. And that's all going to be seen soon. Very soon. Sooner than later.
Well, then again, I hope Isaiah's listening. I hope he gets the message, because again, this is going to lead to something I don't think even he wants. And again, I don't think Prolific's going to want to see, because they're going to have a man down after that.
Like, people want to see this, and everybody's like, yo, we want to see this. Y'all say that until we're face to face. Because I promise you, nobody's going to be able, after we go to war, nobody's going to be able to look at us the same way ever again. You feel me? Like, the nephews are trying to help right now. Hey, you know, we can just sit down and have a conversation. Maybe there was a miscommunication. I don't want to talk now. At first, yeah, I want to talk. But now, since you want to just go out and just tell everybody, you know, my government name and just, well, let me talk to Tanya. Are you listening close? Okay, then. Since we're doing government names, Junior, are you listening? Are you listening, Mr. Johnson? Do I have your full attention now? That shit don't feel good, does it? Keep my name out your mouth. If you address me, it better either be auntie or ruthless. Tanya, slip out your mouth again, and my fist is gonna slip in your mouth. That's it. That's it.
So this has to end in a fight now. There's no conversation to be had anymore. Even if you two were to be in the same room, that's it. It's on site. There's no conversation to be had.
Like, I'm trying, okay? Like, I'm really trying to get this situated so it can just be a wrestling match. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is it none of this would have happened if he just watched the way he talked to me. So it's like, I say this. If the boys are around and they want me and him to try to talk about it, we'll try to talk about it. You feel me? I'll do that much because honestly, like I said, I have a lot of mad love and respect for Isaiah Wolf as well as Prolific. Like, those are my boys. Those are my babies. I love them to death. You know, like, same thing with the rep. You know, like, they're beefing, and these are both you know, like my nephew. So I'm standing in the middle. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not trying to have this animosity with Isaiah. Like I'm trying to take the higher road and just try to get this shit situated, yo. Because
I'm not gonna lie,
I
you
know what
mentioned
my
that.
anger level is now, and it's not good for nobody. And like, if I can keep from going nuclear, I'm down for it, you know, because we can, you know, still chit chat about it, you know, and be cool, and then, you know, just have them, you know, a match and be done with it.
Well, then I was gonna say again, you mentioned that. I kind of thought that's what was gonna end up happening this weekend at CZW when the rep decided to have a mystery partner. I was like, is this where LaLa is gonna make her impact toward Isaiah? But I know
Now,
you had some business to handle as well, so I get that.
A lot of people thought that, and it's just like I had told the, you know, the members, like, look, whatever y'all got going on between the rep, that's between y'all. I love both of y'all. I'm in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not picking sides. I'm gonna let y'all hash that out. You feel me? And when y'all done hashing that out, I'll be sitting at the cookout table waiting for y'all to sit y'all ass down like normal ass people, and we just eat and shoot the shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, hey, in family you have to fight.
Yeah.
Then after you fight, everything is right. Sometimes. So
here's hoping again. After all this, we can lead to this being fixed again. Hopefully so.
And I love this picture. That was actually. Hold on, wait. Put that up one more time. That was like so adorable. That was actually when I popped up and I surprised Prolific. The boys didn't know I was going to be there. Nobody knew I was going to be there except the owner, who was my wrestling dad. He knew I was going to be there, so you know I popped up to see them do their thing. Mad love and respect. That's what I do. If I'm not wrestling and I'm in town, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna support my babies. You know, like that's how me and PJ Savage got into it. You know, I went to Invictus, you know, to go and support, you know, my nephew Alex K, you know, and go to annoy the homie G Slice Killer Dog Pete Pretty Boy Smooth. Like anytime that I see Pretty Boy Smooth, I try to annoy the shit out of him. I just throw me. Just throw me. He's like, go away. Throw me. Go away. I said throw me. You know, and then plus, you know, Il O'Neal and Jordan Blade, they was there. They had by far a dope ass tag team match. Man, there was so much going on at Invictus. It was an amazing show. It was very amazing. And I don't know what PJ Savage's problem is. I don't know what Doritos Loco Taco he has sitting on his shoulder. But I'm not that person. I don't care who you are. You come at me with disrespect, I'm gonna let you know exactly off the rip how I felt. You feel me? And he tried to say some fly shit out of his mouth about my fam, STP.
I was gonna say
I
that
told
big
him
match
straight
coming up.
Right. And I straight up told him, you keep talking shit, you ain't gonna make it to the 20th. You feel me? And it was well, what you gonna do if I got my whole crew? And like I told him, I'll lariat you so hard your whole crew gonna feel it. You feel me? Like I don't back down from nobody. I don't care who you are at all. You talk shit, you get hit. It's okay. I hope you feel better. So, you know, just like I told Savage, PJ Savage wanted, he can get his ass whooped too. You feel me? But like I told him, he might want to go and sit at the kids' table. You know, he might want to go sit at the kiddie table and drink his sippy cup because grown folks are talking right now. So it would be in his best interest to go and just sit at the table and chill the fuck out and eat his little animal crackers and chill until I address him. You feel me? Like I'm not in the mood no more to bullshit with anybody. Like you talk shit, you gonna get hit. You want to fight? Let's fight. Let's fight.
I don't know what it is with PJ. PJ again, he just rubs people the wrong way. I had Shane Taylor on here a few weeks ago. He decided to come on, open his mouth to Shane, and again, it led to Shane almost putting him in his place before May 20th. He likes to rub people the wrong way. That's kind of what PJ Savage does. And again,
Well,
the
he gonna end up
takeover.
rolling up. Well, look, he gonna end up rolling up to a motherfucking Larry. That's what he gonna roll up to. And if that's what he wants to do, fine, man. But look, worry about not getting capped by my fam, okay? Worry about not getting capped by STP, and then we'll have a conversation. You feel me? Until then, ain't nobody trying to hear that. All right? I'm not trying to hear none of them. So that's why I'm gonna be there on the 20th. I'm gonna be at Invictus on the 20th to watch STP beat the brakes off of Takeover. And I hope for PJ's sake, he keeps his mouth closed. Because the first Invictus show that I was at, which was here recently, that's your only warning. Next time something come out your mouth, I'm dropping you on site. And that goes for anybody. The next individual that comes to me sideways is getting dropped on site.
There you go. Well, let's go into a calmer subject here. Let's talk about something again. When I even did the intro, I mentioned it. You are one half of the longest reigning WSU Tag Team Champions. Let's talk a little bit about that. I got a picture right here. Let's talk about this. Again, that title reign. Let's talk about this. That reign with you and Su Yung. First off, how did that team come about? And then again, how did it feel holding that gold for so long? And again, going down in history as the longest reigning WSU Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, that's the realest shit ever. I've known Sue for double-digit years, over 10 years. Sue used to come down to Austin, Texas for Anarchy Championship Wrestling, ACW. And so every time Sue would come down there, we would always just shoot the shit, kick it. And we became really, really, really fucking cool. And I remember they said, hey, there's a ladder match that she's in, and, she needs a manager. Would you be down to manage? I say, fuck yeah, I'll be down. Yo, it's Sue. And so that day, we came out to 3-6 Mafia. We had ski masks. We had fake dollar bills. And we had a ladder. And we named ourselves Young and Ruthless. Because, Sue Young and Ruthless LaLa. So we named ours Young and Ruthless. And little did I know that it would stick with us throughout the years. And we're on the same show. And opportunity presented itself for us to officiate Young and Ruthless. And we officiated it. And after we officiated, we became the new WSU World Tag Team Champions, which is, I love Sue to death. And then I just got to see my brother-in-law, Swan, Sunday, which was great. He got to actually sit and watch me wrestle for the first time. You know what I mean? And so it was, I had a blast. So me and Sue go back a very long time, and I love her to death. And just to be, in a tag team with her is an honor and a privilege, because just as crazy as I get, she's the same way. You know what I mean? So I'm always for diabolical shit.
No, that's awesome. Which again, that brings me to this weekend. Again, WSU, as close as it is with CZW, how did it feel again making your way back to the Combat Zone and be able to first make your appearance a few weeks ago and then now get to compete in the Combat Zone this weekend? How was that for you? Again, now
yo,
back.
I'm loving how you were on your shit. Let me give you a that boy good. That boy good. Yo, that boy good. He got everything. I'm like, look. Yo, in the words that come to America, that boy good. That boy good.
Thank you, Auntie. I try.
Returning back to CZW, it was a return, and it was also a debut. I was nervous. I remember sitting down with Nate, and he ain't no joke at all. I remember sitting down with Nate of the Rep and just being like, nephew, he's like, what's wrong? I was like, my fucking nerves. I'm nervous. He's like, what the fuck you nervous for? He's like, we do this. I said, yeah, but still, he's like, are you new? And I was like, I don't appreciate the way you talking to me. Like, you already know how I'm feeling as it is. He's like, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I mean, like, you know. And sure enough, man, like I didn't know what to expect. And my music hit, and if anybody knows, my music is Humble by Kendrick Lamar. So when that hit, you just heard the whole crowd. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I remember. And like they were like singing it. So as I'm walking through the crowd to get to the ring, they like, hey, hey. And like before you know it, I just like got into my zone. And I just started rocking like this. And then the fans right there. And I was like, hey, hey. And we were just dancing for a good minute. Like, yo, it was dope. And then after that, like, it was like that solidified me being home. And when I got in the ring, it was trying to do work. Mouthpiece went in, time to fuck some people up. You feel me? And man, it was really good. My hair was actually like, I like to always say I don't give a fuck. My hair was done everly so nicely, but apparently I hit old girl so hard that I knocked my own shit out from being twisted, as you can see, on both sides. On both sides. Don't judge me, y'all. So we just gonna just make it work. Look. But it was great. You know, Maryland crowd was great. They was just really, they welcomed me very, very, very nicely. And once again, I'm still undisputed. Still undefeated. Still undefeated.
Right. There you
Matter
go.
of
And
fact,
again,
if we don't even want to look at CZW or WSU, since I've been back, I'm undefeated. No else.
ooh, well then, so that even adds more to it.
It's gonna stay that way. I'm gonna stay undefeated. I'm gonna keep knocking motherfuckers' heads off of the motherfucking culture respectfully. And we just gonna keep pushing forward. That's it. I would really not rather my nephew's head be on my arm, but hey, here we are. Let's hope and pray that when we talk, everything gets situated. Let's hope. Okay? Everybody's watching, whoever you pray to, let's hope. Let's put that energy in the air that when I talk to this motherfucker, excuse my language, that everything is gonna be situated. What up, Vince?
There we go. We got Vince Steele in the chat. Vince is also coming on tomorrow, so we'll get his thoughts on this episode. But here we go. Let's hope. And again, I gotta ask, with you now back in the combat zone too, I can only imagine, what could we ever want to see a match between you and possibly Sue ever happen? Because Rich is there, so I can imagine that door is always kind of open. So would that ever be a possibility for you?
Of course. I'll wrestle my sis any day of the week. If she wants to wrestle, we'll wrestle. If she wants to team up and fuck people up, we'll do that too. Whatever Sue wants to do, I'm about that life.
All right, there you go. Hey, that's also a perfect thing. Again, that team, you talked about wanting all the gold in BCW. Maybe that's that partner you need to claim those tag titles. So, again, time will see all. But let's get to it. Yep. But let's go to this now. This weekend, you will be defending that Bree Combination Wrestling Women's Championship once more at Super Crazy. Let's talk about this event right here, as you'll be defending against Karen Bam Bam. How are you looking forward to this matchup right here?
I don't even mean to just, can you put up the first flyer?
Got you.
I don't know if you can zoom in, but do you see how the universe works? Do you see who's right above me?
Sharing that locker room once more. And he's alone this weekend. Prolific ain't on this card, so this.
Maybe we'll get together. Maybe we'll try to get together beforehand and have a conversation and see what. Well, I guess we'll know after this weekend, won't we?
Well, hopefully someone got a camera phone and can record what goes down if anything does end up going down.
Karen Bam Bam is actually one of my dream matches that I had on my list to come back and wrestle. Karen has been somebody who has also went to the beat of her own drum. And if anybody knows me knows, I always like when you move to your own beat. You know what I mean? Not trying to be like anybody else, like being original. And a lot of people are like, oh, there's no way you can be original. It is. It is. You know, you got people like Orange Cassidy. That's an original cat. You don't see nobody else like Orange Cassidy. I would argue that with anybody any day. Like, by far one of my favorite fucking wrestlers, because legit, this is somebody who, like, if and I'm not getting off subject. I'm gonna come right back. If humble and not give a fuck was a person, it would be Orange Cassidy, because like he just like whatever. But then when you push him, then you get that beast mode. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the same thing of how going into with Karen. I wish that I was going into this weekend with a clear mind, you know, and my mind is focused on just Karen, but it's not. And this, I know what I said earlier about leaving personal at the door, but I'm on the same card with this motherfucker. Like, I can't just leave him outside and then deal with it when I go out. Once again, like, he's right there. He's right there. So, like,
I feel like Nate and Dave are gonna have to.
My anger level is damn near nuclear. Yeah. And I can't sit here and try to bullshit, because I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm pissed. I'm overly pissed. I feel disrespected. I'm about ready to beat the shit out of somebody. You get what I'm saying? And I hate the fact that the first person I'm going to take this shit out on is somebody who I love and appreciate and call a sister of mine. I want this energy and all this anger and frustration for that motherfucker. So I have to keep it together. I gotta try to balance it, but there's Savage is knocking on the door and asking to come out and play for a little bit. The God of Destruction want to fuck some shit up, and I'm about eager to just let it. But I'm trying to be cool at the same time, so it's a lot. It's a lot of balancing. That if people truthfully knew you how they said, they wouldn't fucking piss you off and think it's a game.
There you go. Again, it's I feel bad for Karen, but hey, it's still going to be a hell of a match. It's still that title on the line. And also, even though, again, respectfully, you're going to try to put on a respectful matchup, it's still your championship on the line. So she's still going to have to feel what that lariat do.
Spoiler alert. I'm still, regardless, you're still talking to the BCW Women's Champion. That belt is not leaving me, okay? I have named that belt. I've named the other belt. You know this. I'm pretty sure you know this. I've named my belts. You know, my BCW titles, my Tribal Chief. You feel me? My WSU titles, my Apex Predator. You feel me? You put me in the middle, I got some R&R. You get what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. You know, I acknowledge my Tribal Chief. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I hear the voices in my head with my Apex Predator. You feel me? I know what I'm doing. You know, these are two wrestlers that I fucking love. You know, like I've been a huge Randy Orton fan for a very long time. You know, through everything since he first started. Never picked up later on. Like when he first got into the business, I was always a Randy Orton fan. And just like where he is now, yo, I'm with it. You know, Roman has went through a lot. You know, he's going through a lot still. And he literally just stopped trying to be what everybody else wanted him to be. And he just was himself. Shit flows so much more like water when it's just organic. You know, but a lot of people don't understand that. When the day you start trying to be somebody and just be yourself, shit goes a lot smoother. I mean, you're gonna always have the bullshit because somebody's gonna be upset that you didn't apply your tongue to their asshole to get to where you got into, but at the same time they can still kick rocks. You feel me? Respectfully though. But I'm not gonna talk your head off. I can talk all day.
It's all good. But here we go. Again, we talked about opponents you have coming up. We know there's one particular you definitely do want to make happen. But let's talk about again, who else have you had your eye on that you would want to compete against? If it's defending your women's championship, even if it's intergender, is there anyone else outside of Isaiah Wolf? I know that's the instant answer. Is there anyone else you would like to face this coming year?
Oh hell yeah. Willow Nightingale. Brooke Valentine. Riley Shepard. Because me and her still got some unfinished business. Big Swole. Darius Carter. I've known Darius Carter for a very long time. He gonna have to see me. Jocelyn Navarro. Storm. Is it Storm Grayson? I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he's at Freelance, and if that's his name, Storm Grayson. Like, I watch the way he wrestled, and he gonna have to see me, bro. Like, I just like the way he wrestles, like legit. Akira, that's the bro. I love him to death, but we gotta fight each other. I haven't wrestled Effie. I gotta wrestle Effie because Effie is daddy.
Looks like Vince wants to team with you there because he's throwing that out there.
Oh Jesus, we'll talk about it, baby. We'll talk. Honestly, I would like to see me and Sue against the Briscoes. And the one that I really do want, and I don't know how he would feel about it, but not gonna hold you. I want to wrestle Minoru Suzuki. I'm not crazy. I know exactly what I'm saying. I'm not reading from any teleprompter. No, nothing. I that's exactly what I want. To be honest, I want to wrestle Samoa Joe.
There we go. That's a fight right there.
He's not in contract no more. Why the fuck not? I've also known Joe for I met Joe a long time ago, bro. I mean, a long time ago. Like, I'll send you the picture. Oh, holy shit! Like, wow, it's wow, man. So to get in the ring and to do some shit with him, that'd be dope. I still want my match with Penta, and when I say I still want my match with Penta, so I meant Penta and Phoenix are like my brothers. Like, I love them. I met them when I stayed in the RGV area at the time when I was really sick and I was in the hospital and I almost passed away. Like, there was so much shit that was going on. I ended up getting out of the hospital, getting back where I needed to, and return back to wrestling. And I ended up doing the training session, the Phoenix and the Oriental training session, Lucha. And I wasn't a fan of Lucha. The reason why I wasn't a fan of Lucha is because the Lucha shows that I usually work be a whole bunch of drunk luchadors, either snorting cocaine or pissing in the corner in a pail. And I hated it. I hated it. anytime that I went to a lucha show and I was with somebody, I was like, can we get first match so we can do this shit and fucking go? I want to go home. I don't want to stay for the whole show. No, we not staying. But like, I don't care what match they got. It sounds dangerous. They drunk. I don't want to be here. No, let's go. So yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. After I finish getting back to where I need to be, I would like to run a match with a Swerve.
Ooh, okay. That'll be a sight to see right there. So,
I like, for some reason, I really want to show him what this Larry do. I don't know why, but just.
I like how Pete Rosado comments that. It's true because I've been in a few NYC lucha locker rooms, and yeah, she not lying about what she said. Like those locker
that
rooms
shit
be
happens everywhere.
yeah. But there's one match I want to throw out because again, I saw the picture. I know there's respect, and again, we talked about it earlier. Happy birthday again to Theo. But again, you talk about your lariat. He has his clothesline from Compton. How about you and Uncle Mac? How about that match with Monster Mac himself?
Oh, bro, when the fuck ever. I don't care. I told him that in the locker room. Like, you can ask him. You can ask him. Ask him. I told him we can either tag up or we can beat the shit out of each other. Whichever one he wants to do, I'm totally here for it. I don't care. I am a very twisted individual. Like, y'all haven't seen nothing yet, yo. Like, just.
Well then, hope TCW is listening because again, Theo got some business right now because he's gonna maybe handle your PJ Savage problem because they just announced that last night. Him and Joker are taking on PJ Savage for his tag belts. So maybe after he gets through that, maybe TCW can line something up so we can see Auntie and Theo fight one more time. Oh, see now Pete's just adding to the list here. He says, "How about Moth?"
I don't care. Let's go. You're mentioning people. I have respect for. Like, legit, you're mentioning people who I have respect for, who I've watched wrestling and been like, yo, let's go. So, I'm with it.
Hey, there you go. And again, that's why I mentioned Theo, because I know you guys have that mutual respect. I definitely would love to see it just because it's going to be more than just a match. It's that respect factor. It's again, two veterans of the trade that know what the hell they're doing in that ring. So it's going to be, again, poetry in motion. So I would definitely love to see it. But I'll bring it up to Theo because we'll be having our podcast soon as well when we do our glory days.
I love you.
I'll definitely let him know.
It's like they be like, I like to see love you.
I'll let him know. But before I let you go, LaLa, last question here.
What? Go for it.
Last question before I let you go here. So again, we talked about everything going on. We talked about all that. But when all this is said and done, your end goal for Ruthless LaLa.
Wait, what?
The end goal for you. Whatever. Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
The end goal is to ultimately get a contract to where I can make my family financially stable, set, match everything, like nothing, while at the same time not worrying about my brand being degraded, man, like, these are some of the conversations that like I actually like had with Wolf. Like it's a thing of, you want to go and you want to get that opportunity, but at the same time you want to go and do your stuff, you know what I'm saying? Not, trying to go and trying to help put somebody over who can't even get themselves over because they don't have the confidence You feel me? Amongst other things. So it's like I want to go, but at the same time, I want to be treated with that respect. You feel me? To come in, fuck up the church's money, knock a head off, and leave. You know what I mean? Like for real. Just that's it. You know, I don't want to walk in there and get squashed in in 3 minutes, and all I can do is just give you a kick or put you in a headlock, and I'm good. I just want to be known everywhere, and I honestly want to go to London. I want to go to Japan. Those are places I want to go wrestle, man. Like I really, 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 really in Canada. I really, really want to go. Like I really want to go. I got my passport, everything. Like, you know, I just sky is the limit. You feel me? As far as the end game, and there's no limit. So
okay, there you go. That's perfect. That's again, I was gonna say that it's like sky's the limit right there, and that's perfect right there. Again, Auntie, thank you so much for coming on. Before I let you go, again, guys, go follow Auntie on her social media. There you go on Instagram, straight Ruthless right there. Put that 8 in there and straight Ruthless 1. Then go follow her on Twitter as well, Ruthless LaLa on Twitter. And again, go support, go watch, because again, true veteran of the game. She knows her stuff, man. Like again, killing it, still killing it. Current BCW Women's Champion, longest reigning WSU champion, and by the next time we do this, is going to still be the longest reigning BCW Women's Champion as well.
that's what's
And
gonna
by
be.
then, she'll
And
also
stay tuned because I promise you. Oh my God! Like
you know what
y'all
we're gonna
better
do?
pray.
We're
Y'all better
gonna leave
pray.
it at this.
Y'all better pray. Y'all better pray that we have a conversation and shit gets better. Because if, oh my God.
You know what? We're gonna leave it at this. When the match date is set, because I know it's gonna sadly end in this, because it has to end in some sort of fight. When the match date is set, I'm gonna contact Wolf. I'm gonna contact you again. We're gonna have a little intervention here before the match. We'll do a little press junkie, if you will, and we'll talk it
Okay.
out before you guys fight. We'll do one of those. We'll do one of those.
You want to do an intervention? Okay, that's fine.
There
That's
we
fine.
go.
That's fine.
We'll do one of those. But again, guys, definitely go support Auntie. Go check it out. Again, killing it this weekend. She's going to be defending her BCW Women's Championship. So go support that as well. And thank you, Auntie, for coming on. This has truly been a pleasure.
Thank you for
Thank you so
having
much.
me. Hey, anytime.
Thank
Anytime.
you. Thank you so much. Again, guys, as always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people. And as always, respect the craft. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.